Well, Ibitoye joins us now, former media officer for the Super Eagles. Good morning, and thank you for joining us on the program today.
Thank you for this opportunity, Chamberlain. Good morning.
Yeah, we had an opportunity. Good morning. And Happy New Year to you, by the way. We had an opportunity yesterday to grin from ear to ear, one of those moments in football. 4-0. I mean, we're coming from not keeping clean sheets as much as we like to 4-0. Wow. Sometimes I just say, this team has a way of raising hopes. I'm going to go to the other part before I jinx it.
But raising hopes and dashing them.
No, let's just raise it. Leave it raised. Just leave it raised for now. Well, I know you must have been excited and watching that particular match, but from your experience, I mean, you've been with the team up close. So talk to us about some of the, not just what happened as well, but behind the scene, how you think this was achieved.
Yeah, I mean, like every Nigerian, we want our teams to win and win well, you know, play good football, score beautiful goals, and dominate the opponent. And that was what we saw yesterday from the Super Eagles. And that's the first time in this tournament that the team is scoring 4 goals. And that was the first time we were keeping a clean sheet in the tournament. So it looks like we are getting better game after game. Of course, you know how we went into this tournament. We went on the heels of disappointment. You were saying something about sports being one of the ways to keep fit. It's also one of the ways to die quick if you are not careful. If you put too much of hope or you allow your heart to race too fast, sometimes the doctors advise that if you know you are hypertensive, don't stay near high-tension games, you know, so that you don't injure yourself or harm yourself. But it's good, you know, on the value of what we saw yesterday. It's very good performance from the team, very professional and very convincing win. I think from the first game, now we scored about 12 goals now, and we've had 7 different scorers, and that's what we want to see from your team. 3 out of the goals we scored yesterday were tap-ins. I mean, Chamberlain, you know football very well, even if Marco does not know too much of football. Tap-ins
he'll shock you.
Tap-ins, you know, okay, you know, tap-ins are the goals you score after excellent team play. So somebody is just there to tap in, you know, you don't struggle.
And strikers love it.
Easy. You don't stress yourself, you just tap in the ball. And we scored 3 tap-ins yesterday to show how well we played. I don't think the Eagles moved beyond the first gear all through that game, and they were so dominant. And if they needed to score more goals yesterday, they could have done it. And it's a progression that we're seeing in this tournament. And that's what you want in a tournament. In a tournament, you don't start at the very top. You build up momentum, you know. 2-1 win. A lot of people complained about the victory. 3-2 win over Tunisia, 3-0, and then we started conceding towards the end of the game. And then 3-1 against Uganda, an improvement on the 3-2 win over Tunisia. And then yesterday, 4-0 win over Mozambique in the knockout phase. The most convincing performance so far in the knockout phase. So it's good. It's that's how you want to progress in a tournament. And our hope is that it will keep getting better and better.
So that would definitely be a big shot of confidence for the players. But that spat with Victor Osimhen, you know, it just leaves a sour taste in the mouth at the end of the day. Is this likely to affect team cohesion or probably the next outing?
No, not in any way. They are used to him, Chamberlain. They are used to him. That's Victor Osimhen for you. While it needs to be, I'm telling you, while it needs to be better managed, they also need to talk to him, but they are used to him. They see a lot of it in training, Chamberlain. Sometimes Victor Osimhen just picks a quarrel and, you know, just goes off, and they will just tell him that he will calm down, don't worry, he will calm down. But the good thing about it is that immediately after he's had those sessions, he calms down, and you will never know they happen, you know, because they blend and everything will go well. Just look at yesterday's game. It was all over Ademola Lookman, celebrating the assist that he gave him to score goals. Hugging, jumping, carrying everybody. And then there was a spat between Osimhen and Bruno. You know, Osimhen was probably asking for the ball, and Bruno gave it to someone else. And Ademola Lookman now told him, Victor, calm down. And then he faced Lookman, like he was the one that he was quarreling with. So they know him, but it's not an excuse for Victor to go on with that kind of behavior. But I'm sure it is sorted, and the coaches will manage the situation, because we are in a tournament setting. You don't want anything to disrupt the rhythm that the team has built. So they understand him, and I'm sure that issue has been sorted. And this is not the first time in this tournament that it is happening. Yeah. You remember the Tunisia game when he was quarreling with the assistant referee, and he was telling him, now I've scored a good goal, let's see whether you can disallow this. You remember? And maybe also talking to the Tunisian bench, you know, and all of it. But that's Victor for you. It will be sorted, but that situation needs to be better managed. But I know these boys very well. They'll probably laugh over it. If you've been seeing a lot of their videos, Chukwueze and Basi, you know, carrying over what happened in Fulham, when Basi was in a position to pass the ball to him and then balloon the ball. And Chukwueze was saying, you ballooned it like an amateur player. And at this AFCON, Chukwueze had an opportunity for a free kick, and he ballooned it. And Basi retaliated by saying, that free kick, you ballooned it like an amateur player. So they are used to the banter. And I'm sure that issue will not be a problem at all for them.
Well, here we are now. We've cruised, is it past the quarterfinals with this 4-0 win? And
we are now in the quarterfinals.
Oh, we're now in, beg your pardon, we're now in the quarterfinals. Well, don't mind me getting ahead of myself. I'm wondering, what do you think will be our biggest rivals as we now move forward? Because clearly it shows that we've come to dominate. This is something that this cup, we're used to winning it, the AFCON Cup. We have dominated the African continent for quite a bit. Who do you think we should really be afraid of?
Well, you can only face a team that is ahead of you. You know, some people believe that when you win a tournament, doesn't mean you are the best team. You've just been lucky to beat all the teams placed ahead of you. And so our next game will be this weekend. And it will be the winner of the game between DR Congo. Remember, DR Congo stopped us from going to the World Cup. And Algeria. The winner of DR Congo and Algeria versus Algeria will be Nigeria's next opponent.
Yes,
and
let's go.
I like to use the words of Kenneth Raw, who I worked with in the Super Eagles before he left. He says, your most important game is the next one. You don't think ahead of yourself. You think of the next game ahead of you. That's the most important game for you to play. So I agree absolutely that, yes, there are still a lot of big teams left in the tournament, but the team ahead of us will emerge this evening, and it will be either of DR Congo or Algeria. And whichever of them come out of today's game will be a worthy opponent and will deserve all the attention.
All right. Well, Joe, thank you for talking to us. So we're optimistic. That's the way to go, actually. The players have a lot of confidence now, so we hope they take it into the next game and give us that. Of course, we respect the opponent. We respect them, but we expect a victory. Thank you, Mr. V, for talking to us today.
Always a pleasure.